Hello everybody, it's Girl Got Game, and welcome to another Gander episode. Today, I'm going to be checking out the demo for Psycho-Sleuth by Fozipo Inc. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It's a dev team from Taiwan, and they reached out to me over X and asked me if I would be interested in checking out the demo for their latest game. So, because I've played through the Danganronpa series is why I was contacted about this game, because it's got some elements that may sound a little familiar if you're a fan of the Danganronpa series. Let me just read you the story real quick. Psycho-Sleuth is a mystery deduction game that uses classic whodunit elements with cognitive distortion mechanics. In this deadly game of kill without being caught, every murder is reshaped through the lens of bizarre mental disorders. Logic twists, truth warps, only your reasoning can restore order. A mysterious cult named Lee has seized control of the world. Their cruel trial is simple. Commit murder without being exposed, and you shall ascend to Godhood. 13 afflicted ones are summoned, individuals burdened with rare cognitive disorders that spread their warped perceptions to others, creating murder scenes that defy reason. For example, OCD forces absolute truth. No one can lie, which is a big change for me coming off of Danganronpa 3. Spatial neglect, I guess I should say V3. Spatial neglect erases evidence from the left side of reality. Prosopagnosia, I hope I'm saying that correctly, blurs every face into anonymity. Can you untangle these cognitive illusions and expose the true mastermind? So there you go. I've been warned that this game can be very gory. You can adjust that in the settings, though, I believe. So you can just turn off gore display if you so choose. There's also voice acting in... I'm not sure if it's Chinese or Japanese. Not entirely sure. I turned it off for the purposes of my first impressions here. But yeah, anyway, Danganronpa if the characters had actual mental disorders and weren't just crazy people. Sounds kind of interesting. Let's begin and see how well we get on. So, deduction difficulty, story mode, no time limits, a relaxed experience focused on story and character exploration, or detective mode, recommended for most players, balanced pacing with a focus on deduction and investigation. Sure, hit me up with that detective mode. I'm not sure how far I'll get exactly. From what I remember reading in the press kit, I think the whole game is going to be 5 chapters long, and the demo covers 1/5 of the game, so I would intuit that to mean like the first chapter maybe is what's covered. Hopefully I'm remembering correctly, but that's what I remember reading. I don't think we'll get through an entire case in 1 hour, but let's see how this goes.
ある日、理と呼ばれる宗教が突如として台頭した。
The Logic
その
Church,
勢力
okay.
は驚異的な速さで拡大し、熱狂的な信者を次々と引きつけていく。だが、それだけではない。理は人知を超えた技術によって回転子と呼ばれる発電施設を築き上げたのだ。回転子は燃料を一切必要とせず、汚染も生み出さない奇跡の装置だった。この不可思議なエネルギーを求め、あまたの都市や国家が次々と理に身を寄せ、その支配下へと飲み込まれていった。やがて理は世界最大の宗教となり、そしてある日、ごく限られた者たちのもとへ招待状が届けられる。大聖堂で行われる選抜への招待である。勝者は神となり、いかなる願いも叶えられるという。
Okay, so they got everybody with the clean magical energy, and then they're like, just come and, kill people with mental disorders and ascend to godhood. It'll be fine. I mean, the world looks very clean. This city is home to the Logic Church headquarters and its grand cathedral with a population of several million. I also don't know what character we play as exactly, but I guess we'll find out. More than half of its residents are followers of the Logic Church. Hello, cuties. Brother and sister? I don't know. Well, would you look at that? Even I got an invitation. Seems Logic Church really can't do without me. Lyle. Okay. Of course. Compared to you, other humans are nothing more than walking lumps of flesh. Yeah? Slightly concerned. Out of curiosity. Ooh, hello. I'm getting a bit ahead of myself here. Do I have... Okay, I was wondering if there was any way to make the text go a little faster, but we shall continue. Ah, okay, so we have a whole, like, full profiles. That's fun. May 21st, reading, weakness is being alone. Lena is his stabilizer. Okay, we don't have disorders and stuff unlocked yet. Interesting. Okay. Continue on. I only speak the truth. What's terrifying is that you genuinely believe that. Lena. Cutie. Slightly concerning cutie. Ah, okay, so we play as Lyle. Gotcha. My sister suffers from a cognitive disorder. Obsessive compulsive disorder. Okay. So she's OCD. So she's the one that I guess everything's absolute truth. Obsessive compulsive disorder is a condition where you can't read. Hand washing, organizing. Can I? Her compulsion only takes one form. No. She is incapable of lying. Okay. I wish that was a little bit slower, but that's fine. Okay, so I gave examples of what OCD covers, but hers is specifically towards lying. Okay. I didn't think both you and I would get an invitation. But something about the letter bothers me. You mean the way this whole selection works? Or that claim about becoming a god? It's one thing for the selection process to be vague, but saying the winner turns into a god and gets any wish granted? What's that even supposed to mean? Do you have a wish, Lyle? Like, maybe becoming filthy rich? Don't be ridiculous. I'm not that broke. My savings could last me a lifetime. Granted, only if my lifetime ended tomorrow. Hey, it's fine. Yeah, that's what most people would call dead broke. Anyway. Take a look at this cute blind lady. We'll find out soon enough. Candidates for Godhood. Please, step inside. Oh, such a friendly smile. Ooh, we got some screen tearing. It's fine. Following the members of the Logic Church, Lena and I stepped into the Grand Cathedral. At that moment, I had no way of knowing that the winner of the selection would truly become a god was beyond doubt. Interesting. The killer is me! Oh no, it's Danganronpa V3 all over again. Don't kill off the protagonist already. The Chamber of Purification. Man, the animated backgrounds are so gorgeous though, let me just say. Where are we? Huh? What happened to the person who brought us in? She vanished the moment we stepped inside, and locked the door behind us. This doesn't feel right. Lyle, before we talk to anyone else, we'd better investigate this room. Oh. Press WASD to move. Tab to collect the clues you need. Q to review clues. Are you meant to float? Okay. Oh man, that's screen tearing. Hold on. Is there any way to fix that? Is it the graphics quality? I turned it down to 0, 1. Let's see if that does anything. I definitely made it better. Just, there's still some screen tearing, unless that's part of the visual effect. Can't tell. Let me just try a couple of things. Because if I like increase it, that should make it worse. I think it does make it worse. Okay, so we'll put it down to 0. Honestly, I don't know if that even makes a difference. Might have just done that for nothing. Okay, we'll put it back to 3. And, okay, so we don't have... Weakness is seeing her brother in pain. Okay. We did learn her disorder, but it's not actually letting us see it right now. Patho-sync? Not open to us yet. Okay, so... Take a look at this. The light switch in the room. If you turn it off, the entire chamber would be plunged into darkness. Okay. Looks like turning the top switch to the left cranks the sanctified cremator up to 1500 degrees. Sorry, I stumbled because I was like, wait, sanctified cremator? What are we cremating? Why would you need 1500? But I don't see any machinery here for grinding. A grinder? When a body is burned, most of it's destroyed. Only the bones remain. The ashes aren't just what's left after burning. They're made by mechanically grinding the charred bones. I didn't know that. As expected of you, Lyle. You even know the details of how people get turned into ashes. I swear, every time you compliment me, it feels like you're actually making fun of me. How could I? I can only tell the truth. Still, I've heard plenty of people just vanish after joining the Logic Church. Seems this religion is hiding even more secrets than we thought. Not concerning at all. Are you a participant in this selection as well? Mind if I ask why you're barefoot on your left foot? The silent type, eh? Lyle, maybe they just don't want to talk to you? If you just tell me your name, I'll leave you alone. My name is Kazuna. I'm a member of the Church of Logic and a participant in the selection. Okay. And you're barefoot on your left leg. Oh, maybe you're the spatial neglect person? Because I think that when I read the thing, it was like erases evidence from the left side of reality or something. May you comprehend all things. The God of Logic blesses you. Because the choices later are so awful, the unreasonable demands earlier don't seem so bad in comparison. You're so clever, Lyle! Is he? The number 4. It looks like this device shows how many people are still alive in the room. Oh, okay. Why would we even need something like that? And why is that the conclusion you drew? Maybe to keep track of how many people are still alive in here? Ha ha. This room is making me feel more and more uneasy. Yeah, I'm with you on that, girl. What do you think about this? Do you need something? Not the Oni-chan! Not the Oni-chan headband! Stop. I'm dying over here. Oh, that's so funny. I'm taken out. Oh, why did I give you my voice? I feel this was a mistake. If you want me to sing Lyle's praises, I could rattle off tens of thousands. No, hundreds of thousands of compliments without stopping. I know you can't lie, but that's exactly what makes it so unsettling. Yeah, I'm with you there. Oh, interesting. I was like, what does the clue do? So we got that. And 2,000 out of 2,000, is that like brain points, or what does that mean? Oh, what's this? I didn't even see that. Whoa, okay. What's this? There's a label on it. Sanctified cremator. As for what it's used for... Ugh. What is it? The description says, used to burn sinners of the Logic Church. Requires 5 hours to cool down after use. Okay, all of this is going to be important later. So, it's basically a facility for burning people? Alive. Looks that way. There's a button here. Should we press it and see what's inside? Wouldn't it be dangerous to open it? No, this button just opens the cremator's door. The one that starts the fire must be somewhere else. We didn't start the fire. To fully grasp the layout of this room, it's probably best to open it and take a look. Alright then. 1, 2... Here we go! I'm worried. I don't like this. There's steam. Okay, thank goodness it isn't a partially burnt anything. Inside, it's nothing but ashes left from burning people. This is horrifying. But something about this sanctified cremator feels... off. What do you mean, off? I don't know. It just feels like something isn't quite right. Okay. Clue. Something's not quite right. What do you think about this?
Welcome, candidates for divinity.
Who are you?
I am the arbitrator and host of this selection. You may call me the proxy saint. As you can see, I am an android, a being created solely for the purpose of this selection.
Why call yourself proxy saint? Where's the real leader?
To take part in the selection, the former identity was set aside. Until it concludes, I alone will preside.
She took her mask off for a half second to look and then put it back on. I stole a glance at the mysterious person beside me. Could she be the leader of the Church of Logic? Or she's here to find the leader? No one knows what the leader of Logic actually looks like. Does she look like you?
That is classified. I cannot disclose it.
Aw, don't be like that. Just a tiny hint. Just the tip of the secret, that's all I'm asking.
Improper intent detected. No further answer will be given.
My brother's not indecent. He's just a little more pervy than the average guy. Lena, calm down. That kind of defense only makes me look worse. I think that was the intent. The time. Still got an old clock in this future. Okay, what's that? The Sea Angel, a powerful generator of unknown design, looked completely different from the spire-like structure outside.
It looks like a smaller, indoor version.
The Sea Angel generates clean, pollution-free energy, a technology every nation dreams of unlocking.
Hasn't anyone ever tried dismantling one?
I've heard they're impossibly durable. Nearly impossible to take apart, and you can't see what's inside either. And even if you did manage to open one, not only would the Logic Church find out, but it could trigger some kind of unknown biological catastrophe. Rumor has it, a small town was completely destroyed after someone tried opening a Sea Angel.
Well, that's not concerning at all. You know an awful lot about this, Lyle. Don't tell me you've actually tried opening one yourself. Lyle?
Lyle? Hello? Error? This looks like a machine for grinding bones into ash. But it broke.
The display says error. Looks like it's broken and unusable.
And the time. 11:15. The current time is 11:15. Okay, have we seen all there is to see? Ah, one more thing to see. The door is firmly locked. It looks like we'll need a key to open it.
First, welcome everyone. I am the Proxy Saint.
I like that her little face changes. Earlier it was like, wah, and now it's very happy. That's cute.
My foremost duty is to ensure that the selection proceeds without disruption. Take this electronic scripture. Within it, you will find all manner of information. I have hidden the contestants' records within data chips scattered throughout the cathedral. It is up to you to uncover them. As the overseer of this selection, I will neither lie nor lend aid to anyone. Place your trust in my neutrality.
I don't know. I'll try. We'll see how that goes. Can the victor truly become a god?
Yes, without question.
That sounds doubtful. What does becoming a god even mean?
You shall gain the power to bend the world to your will, and any wish you desire shall be granted. No word befits such an existence more than God.
Maybe I should try to look at her words from another angle. The reach of the Logic Church extends across the world. With their backing, most wishes really could be granted.
Believe me, there is a way to become a god. It's just that no one has uncovered it yet. Once you grasp it, you'll see that the gods have always been among us.
If you know the way to godhood, why not try it yourselves?
Because it cannot be done. Unless it takes a form humans can comprehend, neither gods nor demons will ever descend.
I don't get what you mean. Could you be clearer?
If I told you one could become a god without any cost, would you believe it? Humans are beings bound to cause and effect. Only through sacrifice can anything be gained. Only with an offering will the gods descend.
A sacrifice. A chill crept over me, and the Proxy Saint's next words confirmed my worst fear.
I will now explain the rules of the selection.
Okay.
The process of selection takes the form of a game called Werewolf. Each round, I will secretly appoint one participant as the werewolf. The werewolf must kill within the time limit while keeping their identity hidden and avoid being discovered. If the werewolf escapes suspicion and survives, they shall ascend as a god and have their wish fulfilled.
Okay, they like literally just implemented werewolf into this. Okay. I mean, that makes it easy to understand. Are you saying the participants in the selection have to kill each other?
That is correct. This is a game of death. Commit yourselves fully. Take life or struggle to preserve your own.
Wait! Lena and I don't want any part of this!
Are you certain? Let me repeat. The victor can have any wish fulfilled.
This guy's looking a little angry in there. A little angry.
No matter how absurd or unreasonable the wish, logic will make it real. Do you know why you received an invitation? Because each of you harbors a wish you'd do anything to fulfill. Brother, I'm your sister. Please, please don't kill me.
Ugh. Lyle, are you okay?
If you leave now, you'll never achieve what your heart desires.
Lyle? I wanted to grab Lena and run, but my legs betrayed me, rooted to the spot. Why are you worried about... Or, like, do you want your sister to die? I'm trying to make sense of that kind of flash memory thing. Like, are you worried about killing her, or do you want to kill her because she kind of... she kind of freaks you out?
It seems you've made your choice. Don't worry. Whatever you pray for, so long as you truly understand, the God of Logic will grant it. Your sacrifice will not be in vain.
The proxy saint spread her arms wide.
O God, guide us who have gone astray. Reveal to us the first candidate for divinity.
Gosh, this is fancy looking. Villager Lyle! That's me!
The role shall appear differently to each of you. Werewolves, kill within 1 hour. Villagers, try not to be killed.
Okay, I'm a villager. Okay. Random voice acting implemented.
The first round of werewolf begins now.
We're playing werewolf with this few people?
This round of werewolf is merely a prologue. The other participants are watching from separate rooms. If no victor emerges this round, more will join the selection.
Why do it this way?
In terms you humans would understand. This is the tutorial.
That's fun.
We'll use this round to demonstrate how the selection works, and to show you how serious logic truly is.
This is completely unfair to us! We have to play an extra round!
Think of it differently. You have an extra chance, another opportunity to fulfill your wish.
But with these rules, only the werewolf can win, right? Anyone who doesn't draw a werewolf is totally screwed!
Rest assured, even villagers who survive this round will receive a special bonus. This bonus will give you a significant advantage in future rounds.
But with so few players, doesn't that mean... If Lena isn't the werewolf, we'll both be targets at the same time? Just as the thought crossed my mind, the room was plunged into darkness. Lena, I don't know where the werewolf are hiding. Stay close to me! The instant I spoke, I knew it was a mistake. total darkness, speaking would only give away my position. Lena, run! Suddenly, something blunt slammed into my head. And we died immediately. My vision blurred, and in the darkness, memories of Lena and me began flashing before my eyes like a revolving lantern. This is fine. It all began with an apple. Always does. Do I click? I do. Okay, awesome. For as long as I can remember, my sister and I grew up in an orphanage. That orphanage was special. It only took in children with mental or cognitive disorders. Lena was diagnosed with obsessive-compulsive disorder. I, on the other hand, was born with a condition called synesthesia. My synesthesia was severe, like an inescapable web of tangled sensations. When I hear a sound, I see colors. When I see colors, I taste flavors. When I taste flavors, I hear sounds. The cycle repeats endlessly, each sense triggering another. To me, an apple is never just an apple. The moment it enters my sight, I hear it, smell it, taste it, and feel it all at once. The chaos of overlapping senses batters my mind with unrelenting stimulation, like it might explode at any moment.
Lyle, this is for you.
Seeing me bedridden from this condition, Lena went everywhere to find me headphones, tinted glasses, gloves, and an ear purifier to cover my nose. That's why you've got all that stuff. What a good sister. With those things dulling my senses, I could finally, just barely, live like a normal person. But the respite didn't last. When the orphanage shut down, Lena and I were left with nothing, our lives sinking into hardship. Things aren't looking great, I'll admit.
Ugh.
Lena collapsed to the ground, groaning. Even though I gave her whatever food I could, she was still too young, too fragile. She had reached her limit. Please. I closed my eyes and prayed with everything I had. Anyone, please save Lena! But what appeared before us was neither God nor Buddha. What saved us was an apple. It materialized out of thin air, landing in my hand.
Wow! An apple!
Lena grabbed it and took a huge bite, regaining her strength. But the effect didn't last.
Strange. I ate the apple, so why am I still so hungry?
She collapsed again. I shut my eyes once more and imagined. And suddenly, another apple appeared in my hand. I see. My senses were far sharper than those of ordinary people. This intense sensitivity gave me an understanding beyond ordinary people. Because I could grasp the apple in its entirety, the things I imagined became nearly indistinguishable from reality. And for some reason, those illusions could be seen by others. Interesting. It was only later that I understood. Those who could project their abnormal cognition and disorders onto others were called pathosync users. Oh, okay. I named my pathosync World Fabrication. I could conjure illusions so lifelike that others would be drawn into them as though they were real. To keep myself and my sister alive, I began using this pathosync to deceive. I fabricated jewels, gold, fine food, luxuries that I could sell. But once the victims left my side,
the items dissolved like smoke. This life went on for a while, until retribution found me. The more lies I told, the less I could distinguish truth from fiction. The more illusions I wove, the blurrier the boundary between reality and fantasy became. When I bit into an apple, I could no longer be sure if I was eating real food or just my imagination.
Lyle, is the apple good?
Because Lena cannot lie, her words reassured me. I truly was eating.
Lyle, there's a car ahead! Why are you walking straight into it?
She yanked me back, saving me from being hit by a speeding car. Until then, I had believed the car was nothing more than another illusion. At that moment, I realized Lena had become my only anchor. I had to rely on her to tell me what was real. Only her words and judgments could confirm my reality. But this bond was never equal. By staying with me, a criminal, Lena became a fugitive herself, hunted by the police and forced to live on the run. No matter how many times I tried to push her away, she stayed. Unable to lie, she followed her heart, and that meant staying by my side. If things continued this way, she would only be dragged into ruin along with me. Perhaps only the unknown technology of the Logic Church could make my wish come true. I wish Lena would forget me completely. Damn. That she might find a future that didn't revolve around me.
Alright. We got some good background on our protag there.
When I opened my eyes, I knew right away that something was wrong. Lena!
Ooh. Things are a little distorted. Oh, we're fine. Interesting. But okay. So we got some clues. Can I talk to you? No, you are untalkable. Okay. What is that?
The mask Kazuna had been wearing is smeared with blood.
Okay. I'm sure that's fine. Ew.
Could this be? I looked around and realized I was the only one left in the room.
Someone has been slain by the werewolf. Gather the clues and uncover the werewolf's true identity.
Thanks for that. Yeah, because now there's 3. Okay, there's another thing here. Red hair.
This hair. It's Lena's. Answer me! Are those bones on the floor my sister's?
Gather the clues and piece the truth together yourself.
If Lena dies, I'll...
What will you do?
Just the thought of Lena not being there made my body start trembling uncontrollably. No. I have to pull myself together. It's not time to despair yet.
Yeah, we're not in Danganronpa here. No time for despair, okay?
Looks like I'll have to piece the clues together and figure it out myself.
More clues? Ah, now I can talk to you.
As this is the first round, I shall provide you, without cost, a data chip containing vital information.
Hello.
State your name. I am Kazuna. This is the test you just completed.
Do you know what's wrong with you? I don't. Then tell me, what am I holding? A pen? Then... Ah! Do you even know where you're bleeding from? I don't know. It just hurts so much. Even if I jammed this pen into your left eye, you'd probably react the same way. What are you talking about? Wait, where did that pen just go? You suffer from hemispatial neglect, a disorder that distorts your perception. You can still see your left side, and your left hand and foot move just fine, but none of it registers in your mind. To put it simply, to you, the left side of the world doesn't exist. I don't get what you're saying. If I place the pen on your left side, you'll think it doesn't exist. You can't even recognize your own condition. To you, the left side of the world simply doesn't exist. Your pathosync is called sinistral neglect. Anything tied to the left side is forcibly erased from your perception.
Kazuna's past. Okay, because we had like our past when we got knocked out. We also got Kazuna's past. Wild, man. I don't want to look in there just yet. Oops. Oh yeah. Actually, what's the time now? Whoa. It's 5:15? 6 hours. Yikes. The current time is 5:15 p.m. 6 hours have passed since I lost consciousness. It's a long time, man. Okay. Let's take a look at this. 3! The screen shows the number 3. It's different from what it displayed when I first entered the room. Indeed. The rotary switch only turns to the off position on the right. So how are we supposed to ignite the sanctified cremator? I guess it's only the cremator that's left? This'll be fine, right? A chill of dread runs through me. Do I really want to open this? I can't shake the feeling I'll see something I was never meant to comprehend. But if I want to find Lena, this is the only way. Drawing in a deep breath, I pulled open the door of the sanctified cremator. Oh, there's steam again. Well, there's part of a body. That's only the left. No, it's the right side, right? Yeah, okay. The human bones were arranged in the shape of only the right half of a body. Why? Why are the bones inside arranged exactly like the pattern on the floor? I don't want to believe it, but could it be? Everyone else is dead, except me. But why is there a 3? What is the 3? What? Who are you?
At last, the protagonist makes his entrance.
Who are you?
Don't tell me you've never heard of the world-famous detective. How ignorant. The name's Hyper. There's no mystery I can't unravel. To avoid disturbing the crime scene, I've appeared through a holographic projection from outside the room. I heard all the clues you gathered through the device from outside.
You can grasp the entire situation just by listening?
Never heard of the armchair detective? With my skills, I can solve cases without even being at the scene.
The armchair detective. Proxy Saint, didn't you say we were the only participants this round? Why is there suddenly some random detective popping up?
Hyper, why are you here now?
What? Even the Proxy Saint doesn't know?
You're supposed to appear in the next round. This round has nothing to do with you.
Come on, don't be like that. Where there's a case, there's a detective. I'm just a neutral party here to help clarify the facts.
Even so, for the sake of fairness, you shouldn't be here. Not even as a projection. Leave this room immediately. Code sequence 0627-1224-1020090405301126. Receiving. Debugging. Checking.
Something's wrong with the Proxy Saint. It's like she's glitching? What the hell did this detective do? No, wait. What did the leader of Logic do?
By final command of the leader of Logic, Hyper is granted neutral participation in this round's case discussion.
Hold on! This makes no sense! Why the complete 180?
I truly apologize. An unknown malfunction just occurred. However, I have completed a full diagnostic of my systems. I assure you this will be the last time. No further incidents that could affect the selection's fairness will occur.
If I had a nickel. What the hell just happened? What command did the leader of Logic give you? And what exactly did that detective do?
Please don't concern yourself with it.
How can I not be concerned?
Rest assured, while Hyper participates in this round, he can neither win nor lose. From outside the room, he can only join the discussion.
Not sure what just happened, but lucky me. Let's put that trivial matter aside. Time to discuss this murder case. I'm only interested in the truth. So let's cut to the chase. Lyle, you're the murderous werewolf.
The situation has at last grown intense. Allow me to prepare a fitting stage for your battle.
I'm sorry, what?
What? What? Where am I? What is happening?
What is this?
You should know this well. Your Pathosync world fabrication.
Fascinating. Even I, outside the room, have been pulled in. The reach of this Pathosync. It's far beyond anything I could manage. It had conjured an entire virtual world, dragging everyone into it.
Have you heard of a battle waged in words? Your debates will take shape as tangible weapons. The loser will be compelled, forced to confess the hidden truth in their heart.
I see. If my opponent is the werewolf, then by winning the debate, they'll inevitably admit it.
Good God. Battle tutorial. Okay, so these are like, you know, truth bullets. Okay, I get this. Plain Danganronpa is gonna help me a little bit with this. Rotary switch, hair, life detector. Clues you can use in this battle. You can scroll through the clues with your mouse wheel. One of the enemy statements is wrong. Use the clues you hold to expose the lie. Each enemy statement has a time limit. Make your choice before the timer runs out. If there are no clues that can refute the current statement, press skip or the W key. Okay. If you have a clue that contradicts the statement, select it with the mouse wheel and press Objection, or the S key. Objection! Press Q to view clue details. The timer will pause, giving you extra time to think. Thank you! I appreciate that so much. I love a good pause. Okay, so there's our 3. Okay, there's nothing to debate about this murder. So let's see. These are our 3. So the rotary switch, turning it all the way to the left activates the furnace. Turning it all the way to the right shuts it down. Okay, left, activate, right, shut down. This is Lena's hair, and the life detector. It appears to sense heartbeats and breathing. After turning off the lights, the number displayed changed to 3. Okay. I like that it shows you what was the last thing said, too. That's a nice touch. Okay. Ow. Okay. This room is a complete locked room. Okay. Aside from the proxy saint, you were the only one here. Ah, that one's not correct. Objection! The life detector is showing 3. That means there are 3 people still alive in this room.
Impossible. Isn't it just you and the proxy saint in there?
That's fun. I really like that battle system. That's really cool. So you have to, like, choose to skip. If you wait too long, then you take damage. But if you, like, keep skipping ahead, you don't want to skip over something you can object to, though. Interesting. I like that a lot.
Could it be a malfunction? Maybe it even counted the dead. I don't think so. I remember the number we saw before entering was 4.
We even got multi-choice questions.
Which means there were originally 4 people here. After 1 died, the number dropped to 3. 4 minus 1. 4 minus 1 is 3! Huh, not bad. You can do math.
And so can you, apparently.
Did I just get complimented for basic subtraction? But I've got proof the life detector is actually malfunctioning.
Oh god. Here we go again! You gotta be kidding me. The mask, bones, and the past, okay? Let me just take a look. There's a whole corpse lying right in front of you. Only half a corpse, actually. Okay. I'm gonna say... Objection! The body isn't whole. I don't know why, but these bones are arranged to form only the right side of the body. This is why I say ordinary people, unlike a great detective, are hopelessly foolish. You realize you just insulted everyone, right? Whether it's the bones in front of you, or the ones in the sanctified cremator, they're both the right half of a body. Doesn't that prove there were 2 victims? That's interesting. Good point. If we started with 4, the number's showing 3, but we have 2 right halves. What does that mean?
That's just how they've been arranged.
Oh, okay.
These remains aren't complete. The right hand and foot are nothing more than shapes pieced together from fragments. You can't tell left from right with scraps like these. Judging by the total amount, it's no more than enough for a single person. Then maybe some of the bones were reduced to ash.
But that thing's broken.
No, the bone ash grinder was broken. In this room, there's no way the bones could have been turned to ash. Which makes the answer obvious. Only one person died here. The life detector wasn't malfunctioning.
Ooh, he angy.
Your conclusion matches mine. I thought the same.
Are you actually a famous detective?
Then here's the real question. Why are you the only one left in the room?
I was unconscious for 6 whole hours. Maybe someone came and went during that time.
No. Since you and Lena entered, no one else has come in or out.
So this place is a perfect locked room.
Then there's one other possibility. Proxy Saint did something.
No, I did nothing.
I believe you!
You believed her a little too fast, don't you think?
She's an android. How could she possibly lie?
As expected of a brilliant detective, your conclusion is precise and unerring.
Didn't she literally just tell the biggest lie possible?
For those 6 hours, I simply stood here and did nothing. Trust in my neutrality. I am not the killer.
Which means the killer can only be you, Lyle.
I'm not the killer.
That's what every killer says.
The moment the lights went out, I was struck and knocked out cold by a blunt object.
At last, you slipped up, killer. Where in this room would a blunt object even come from?
You're right. There isn't a blunt object in this room.
If one had been used, it would have left bloodstains or impact marks. But there's nothing like that here.
No. A blunt object can be created. If this bloodstained mask is combined with something, it can serve as a blunt weapon. What could the Logic Church's mask be combined with to turn it into a blunt weapon?
The clock? Nope. Okay.
That can't be it. Think again.
I mean, it can't be hair. Interesting. The fragments. How do you turn that? How do you use ash as a blunt object?
Using ashes as a weapon.
Once it's packed tight, it becomes a blunt weapon. After knocking me out, the ashes could simply be tossed back into the sanctified cremator.
Can they?
So the bloodstains on it aren't the victims. They're yours.
Exactly. Think about it. If the victim was burned to death, how could there be any bloodstains left behind?
If the mask that knocked you out belonged to Kazuna, then doesn't that make her the prime suspect?
That's what I suspect too. Looking back, the moment the lights went out, the one closest to the main switch was Kazuna.
Then where is Kazuna now? Assuming your reasoning holds, you were unconscious and unable to move for 6 hours. That leaves only Kazuna and Lena able to act. So tell me, who was killed? And how did the killer vanish into thin air?
Let's go over the situation again. When we first entered the room, the live detector showed 4. The people in the room at that time were Lyle, Lena, Kazuna, and Proxy Saint. 6 hours later, the only people left in the room were Lyle and the Proxy Saint. However, the life detector still showed 3. There's only one possible explanation. Why is the life detector reading 3 right now?
I mean, somebody's hiding in here. Don't know where.
haven't you realized? That deduction was hiding a terrifying truth. If Kazuna really is the culprit and has gone into hiding, then the one who died must be... I know. The one who died, without a doubt, was my sister, Lena. The moment I grasped that truth, my heart felt as if it had been wrenched tight. But was it reality, or just my imagination? I don't know.
Could this all be an illusion? And we're still passed out? I don't know.
Then where exactly is the culprit hiding? Then where exactly is the culprit hiding?
I was like, are you copying him, like pretending he's not here? But he didn't comment on it.
I kept wondering, why did the culprit choose fire as the method of killing? But if they wanted to frame me, they would have chosen a far more direct way. Which means the culprit had a reason. They had to kill with fire. What are you getting at? It's precisely because they use fire that we can't find where they're hiding. From that angle, there's only one place the culprit could be hiding.
What? Oops. I mean, we opened this already. Oops. They can't be in there. Fire? I keep pressing the wrong button. There's also this door. I have no idea, to be honest. Is there anything else? I really don't have a clue. I mean, so don't open this thing. We opened this already. I don't know. Nope. Okay. No, it can't be here. Like, is it really this? Really? Where are they in there? We opened it up already. That's wild. The culprit is hiding inside the sanctified cremator. Good lord. Such a ridiculous deduction is making me, a brilliant detective, feel faint. Oh god, here we go again. Stop fighting me! Now I got 4! Oh, my health. Okay. So, it has no keyhole or mechanism. No one can, and we know no one entered or exited, right? That's the furnace. 6 hours unconscious. Okay, this one is not a contradiction. Skip. It burns at a searing 1500 degrees Celsius. I think that's correct. Okay. At that temperature, no one could possibly hide inside and live. It could be this? Nope. I'm gonna get hit! Ah! Shot! Taking damage. Okay, no. Shattered bones. Okay, so it has something to do with the rotary switch. If the killer had crawled in, they'd be dead too. Nope. I really don't know. Nothing but bones. Yes. I honestly don't know what the contradiction is here. I might just die, because I'm like, I've got no idea. I mean, there's bones. Ow. Here I go again. No. I don't know what it wants me to do. I guess I'll just let the time run out and see if it kills me. Okay, then it starts over. Crap. What does it want me to do it with? I guess it's not the rotary switch. I guess I can try the bones on the floor, or I could try the rotary switch with the other two things I haven't tried yet. I just honestly don't know. Okay. We've done this one and this one, so... Okay, so not that. Okay, we've done that. Okay, so it's not the rotary switch. Rotary switch is not the contradiction we need. Okay, so bones on the floor is not for the bones. I'm just gonna keep keep going because I don't know. Nope. Nope. Okay. The unopenable door. I don't know what I'm missing. Okay, so 6 hours unconscious. Just gonna go through all 4 statements. That's it? Being unconscious and searing at 1500 degrees? How is that the contradiction? Okay. Explain to me, Lyle, because I'm just like, I'm picking everything because I don't understand. That's a truly certified Danganronpa moment for me, where I'm just like, try everything, I guess. How could anyone possibly hide inside the sanctified cremator? The culprit wants us to think that. It's been 6 hours since I was knocked out. The cremator has long since cooled. Oh, okay. I get it. Alright. That wasn't one of the clues, but it wasn't like that particular clue where it's like it takes 5 hours for it to cool down. I'm like, well, if I had had that, it would have made more sense to me, but that's fine. This is the only place in this room where someone could be hiding. I slowly stepped toward the sanctified cremator. Let's open it again.
Inside lay heaps of bones from some unknown victim, but that wasn't the whole truth. Inside lay heaps of bones from some unknown victim, but that wasn't the whole truth. Something else seemed to be hidden within. My heart pounded faster and faster. What if Kazuna really is the culprit? What then? Proxy Saint, may I ask something?
What is it?
If someone isn't identified as a werewolf, can they still commit murder?
They can. But even if they kill, they gain nothing, and they will never be the final victor. And if a willful, meaningless killing disrupts the selection, I will execute the murderer on the spot.
That doesn't matter.
Hey, don't tell me you're planning to kill the culprit.
If Kazuna really is the one who killed Lena, then as her brother, I have to avenge her. There are only 3 of us left in this room. Since I didn't kill, the culprit must be the remaining one. A sudden hardness pressed against my palm. A knife. The pathosync, world fabrication answered my will, and a knife took shape in my hand. But the knife wasn't real. It was only in my imagination. Could even my desire to avenge my sister be nothing more than an illusion? If I truly wish for revenge, perhaps I should simply turn the sanctified cremator's switch and burn the one inside alive. So, what should I do? Damn! You can just burn them? I couldn't. If there's a chance my sister's in there, I gotta see them first. At the very least, I'll end this myself. Without my sister as my anchor, unable to tell reality from delusion, I'll soon lose myself, drowning in a sea of illusions. So to be safe, I mustn't rely on the knife. I must end the culprit's life with my own hands. When I first saw this cremator, something felt off. Looking closely now, it's too shallow. As I suspected, the iron plate at the bottom lifts out. There's space hidden beneath. How I deal with the one who burned my sister to death, I'll decide once I finally see them. The one inside the sanctified cremator wasn't Kazuna. I was worried about that. You almost burned her alive, man. Could this be another illusion I created?
Lyle?
The moment I heard Lena's voice from within my arms, I knew without doubt. The one before me truly was my sister. Thank God. You're alive. Lena, you didn't die. Through her words, I understood a single truth. I truly carried the heart to grieve if my sister were to die. And these tears falling now were no lie. Dang, we could have burned her alive, man! But maybe she's gonna be executed now? Unless she was the werewolf. I don't know. I still can't see out this side. But that is going to be it for right now, guys. I'm over my time. I want to see what, like, the fallout of this is, but I gotta leave you on a bit of a cliffhanger. Because I think this demo goes on for quite some time. But I hope you enjoyed what you saw today. I'm actually gonna make a save, because I might continue this at a later date. I would love to. Even though I totally failed that, that one part. We got there in the end. With enough banging your head against the wall, you can make anything happen. But man, this game is incredible so far. Just the quality of everything. We have no music now. It's very quiet. Hello? Well, that's sad. We have no music. Oh well. But anyway, as I was saying, it's just like the visuals, the animations, the voice acting that we heard,
just everything is top notch. So I think this is going to be absolutely incredible when it's finished. I hope you guys will go and check it out. It's supposed to come out next year. I don't think there's a solid release date yet, but sometime next year. And I'd say if you're a fan of the Danganronpa series, you probably will enjoy this too. So I have a link in the description to the Steam page if you want to check out the demo for yourself. And thank you once again to Fozapo for asking me to check out the game. I had a wonderful time, and maybe if I played more, I'd get smarter. We could hope anyway. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me today. Until next time, I will see you later.